what's processing. Forgot to push the ever important start string button. I think we're good. Okie dokie. Good evening. Hello, hello. Am I coming out of the microphone right now? I am? Okay. Yeah. Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Let's get after it. Okay. A few things to say before we get started. First thing, no Kari or Lynn this week, which means you get Ian-style sign-in at the front, which is a piece of paper where you write your name. So please, if you haven't written your name on my awesome piece of paper back there, please do that before you leave. Yes, thank you. Got to keep track of you. Got to collect your data. Let's see, other things. If I'm a little more frazzled than I normally am, it's because I got back from Iowa very late last night. My grandma's party was very nice, but I am all sorts of backwards. Yay, Iowa! What part of Iowa are you from?
Cherokee.
Oh my gosh, my family's all from Ankeny near Des Moines. Oh yeah. Whoa! Anyway, so I was there all weekend. It was very fun, but now I'm all backwards because of daylight savings and the time change from the flight, and so I have no idea where I am or what time it is, and so I'm trying my best. What else do I have to say? Oh, did we find your jacket? No jacket. So if somebody picked up a black jacket last week, it would be no name in it. Yes, we would love to hear from you. So if you picked up a black jacket from rehearsal last week, please bring it. Of course, this bears the reminder repeating that you should put your name on all of the things you bring here, because if you leave it behind, we would like to be able to return it to you. Yes? So next thing, so we've had an update in terms of door access from the church. You guys, if you've been around for a while, you know that door access with this church is sometimes a little bit finicky because of the daycare and all of the various things. Right now, the story is that starting at 6 p.m., the door is unlocked automatically for us. So, hooray! So. Yes, so if you get here on time before 7:05, you should be able to just come in without having to ring the doorbell and all that. So, yes, great.
If it's flashing red and green, it's open.
Okay, allegedly if it's flashing red and green, it's open. So, think Christmas. Let's see. Oh, okay, so it's around that time of year for me to be PSAing you all the time about string changes, right? It is time to change your strings. The recommendation is to change your strings 6 months, every 6 months if you are playing a lot, once a year if you're playing a little bit. If you haven't changed your strings in more than a year, you are overdue, and you should do it now, because if you do it in, starting in mid-April, then they're going to be all weird and gross for the concert, right? So you should change your strings now. In that feeling there, I have plans for a string-changing workshop during the normal new members rehearsal time on March 24th. So that is 2 weeks from now. So if you purchase strings during the next 2 weeks and you would like to learn how to put them on your ukulele, please come on at 6:15 on March 24th, and I will teach you to do that. I will change my strings, we'll change your strings, we'll get all of our strings changed, it'll be great. If you don't want to do that, if you don't want to learn, you just want me to do it for you, I'm happy to do it, but you have to email me. You have to email me at my email. I should write my email up here. It's my first and last name at gmail.com, so you can figure it out. Okay, that's my email. So if you don't want to do it yourself, email me and I will change your strings for you, but you have to bring strings with you because I don't have any, I don't sell them like Gary did. So purchase some strings, either email me and I'll do it for you, or come on March 24th and we will change them as a group. Yes, but be thinking about it because better to do it now than it is to do it now. Yes? Great. I don't think we have a raffle tonight because there's no Amy, so we're skipping the raffle. Sorry, raffle fans.
We're all winners.
Yeah, we're all winners. Hooray! The winner was inside of us all along.
Participation.
So maybe we'll make up for it next week. Let me check online people. Hello, online people.
Yeah,
Nothing too
Amy's
crazy.
email said we would do it, but there's no swag to raffle.
Yeah, there's no swag to raffle off, so rough.
No, she said the tags were in the closet.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, I could give you a lanyard. We'll do it next week. So let's get started with counting stars. Counting stars. And as with last week, tonight is going to be an awesome week of listening to me talk for a while about dynamics. So we're going to try to remember many of the things we talked about last week, where most of the time, if you are playing the melody, you have the loudest dynamic marking in the room. So, for example, at the beginning of Counting Stars, baritones and high Gs are marked mezzo forte, that's regular loud. That means you are playing your regular speed, your regular tempo, or regular dynamics, and you are the most important guy in the room. Low Gs, sorry about it, your piano, that means, take a chill pill, yeah? Be quiet. So let's start there. And we will take a pause at the fermata. So here we go. Counting stars. That was great. I liked it a lot. So, starting in this next spot, high Gs and baritones are still mezzo forte. Low Gs are now mezzo piano. So you were a nice level of quiet there. You're a little bit less quiet, but still below these guys in this section. And you will get even quieter in measure 21. And yeah, that'll be true until measure 29, where we will stop one more time. So let's start at the beginning one more time, just so we can get the practice with the transition and stuff. If you notice there, I didn't count aloud during measure 0. That's going to stop happening. So sad. You're going to miss my 1, 2, 3, 4s. So you're just going to see a full measure of 1, 2, 3, 4 non-verbally from me, and then you're going to come in. Yes? Let's try it. Us there. Things are sounding nice on the dynamic thing, so I'm going to stop saying them too explicitly, right? But I want you to be paying attention to what the markings are. Maybe circle them with your pencil and your highlighter when you're at home. Yes? In this next section, right, the high Gs are taking the back seat. They are piano, they're quieter. Everybody else is a little bit louder, but the low Gs are the most important person in the room at measure 29. So let's start one more time at measure 21. Where the baritones are nice and loud and everybody else is pretty quiet, but the high Gs are only kind of quiet. So starting at 21. Yes? Let's do this. 1, 2, ready, go. 21, 2. Nice job being quiet, IGs. I like it. watch your snaps. 88, 2, 3, 4, 9, 2, 3, 4, 90. 1, 2, 3. Here's a 100. That was good, despite I really lost the plot with my hand waving at the end, which is embarrassing. I was like, you guys did great. And I especially liked how well you followed along in 95 and 96. It's still a little weird and confusing, right? That they have a pause in the middle of what they're doing and you just kind of have to keep pausing, right? It's weird. You guys did great. Yes, question.
So I have a question. So in 97, low G is at mezzo piano. But it seems like as we're getting into 104, as we're winding the song up, that we should be louder.
Yeah, I think. Yes, sort of. Yeah, right. Your job there is to be the accompanist, right? These guys all have melody more than you guys do there. But you are right that 104 is a little more exciting and should be a little louder. So I think naturally it's going to be a little bit louder because it's faster, right? Versus the quarter note, quarter note, quarter note. Now you're at eighth notes and stuff, and just naturally that's going to sound louder and more exciting. So I wouldn't necessarily consciously be like, this is forte, right? But yes, be louder and more dramatic, exciting there. So yes and no. And I'm going to be confusing on purpose and let you guys figure it out. Yeah, good question though. And that's this song in general sounding very, very nice. Anybody else have questions about balancing moments? I'm trying my best to really directly be like, huh, you're playing the melody. Huh, you're playing the melody, right? I'm trying to do that as much as I can, but I'm not always going to remember. You guys are doing a good job. Do we have any more questions though? Great, okay. I don't have any concerns about that song. Pull out Moonlight Shadow. So I know for sure, Christy, you're probably low G solo. Congratulations, Christy. I am opening up the high G one because our high Gs are all timid and scared and don't want to play it. I'm opening it up to whoever wants to play it. If there's someone who isn't a high G who wants to play the high G solo, tell me. Yes? Or if you're still a high G person and you want to do it, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do it, or I'll just have Christy do both or something. So it'll be a real Christy feature. Or if John, if you want to do it because you arranged the song, you'd be welcome to. But we'll think about it. So if anybody in the room, please let me know this week, because I was hoping more people would be excited about a solo. Anyway, let's try it. It's at 69, I'm told. I'm going to make sure that's true. Yeah, so the high G solo is at 69, and the low G solo, the high G solo ends at 79. 79, you're all back into it. Low G solo is at 81, and it ends at 92. So, Mike, do you want to do it? Oh, okay. Unless Mike's got a challenger, Mike's going to be the high G solo. Mike! Well, it's not even a singing, it's a ukulele solo. Yeah. So, and this does make us have an interesting point about dynamics, right? Because these guys are probably going to be mic'd up for their solos, but you still need to be quiet enough that one ukulele can be heard over 80 ukuleles, right? So anytime there's a solo happening, so that's at measure 69 or at measure 81, right? You need to be chilling, right? You're a little bit quieter than you think you need to be. Yes?
So it says mezzo piano for the whole thing.
That's exciting. Broadly speaking, yes. Yeah. I would say if you are a chord, because you don't have too many dynamic changes, listening to the of the ensemble, right? Be listening. If everybody else is playing super quietly, then maybe your mezzo forte is a little quieter than usual, right? And if everybody else is being super loud, maybe your mezzo forte is a little louder than usual, right? Be paying attention to the people around you. But yeah, broadly you're about the same. Because yeah, do doesn't change a whole lot. Good question. So that'll be our deal with the soloists. Let's start at the beginning. Our soloists are going to try it. I know, Mike, I'm just like throwing you to the wolves. So nobody harshly judge and send hate mail to Mike and Christy if they don't do well. Because I know you guys are a real mean group of people. Real. That's the vibe I get off of you, probably. Just kidding. So let's start at the beginning and try our best. Everyone is mezzo forte at the start. So you're all, except for you.
Mezzo piano.
Yeah, except for mezzo piano chords. Anyway, let's do it. Deliberately going a little bit slower than B3, so don't push me along. Here's 10. Nice and loud, low G's. I'm going to pause us just for a second, right as we get to the exciting stuff, right? Is this the microphone? Ooh. Hello. Interesting. How odd.
Is it still working?
We still in there? We're still in there.
Is it still buzzing?
No, I don't think so. But I unplugged it. Oh yeah. Okay, I think we're fine. Can you hear me okay now?
Yes.
Okay. We're just gonna keep pushing. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about was something funny that happened. So we have some letter names telling us different sections in this song, right? There's an A section, B section, C section, D section, big bold letters above your music. And they're denoting different parts, right? The A and C sections are both the like ba da 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 ba da 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 da, right? B section is ba da 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 da, right? And we broadly recognize that. And if you are playing that melody, right, the A and C sections are marked mezzo forte, right? And the B and D sections are marked forte. So I want there to be a contrast between that, right? When we play an A section, it's loudish, but not too loud. But when we get to the B section, we're a little more forceful. There's a little more energy in the room. It's a little more exciting, and it's louder, right? And we're in the D section again, back to a little bit more mellow. D section, much more exciting, much more energy. And then we get to where we stopped, right? I stay, I pray, and I've already explained to you at length, right, that we are staying and praying extremely forcefully, right? I stay, right? And so that should be real exciting there, right? So I want you to, we're going to start at the beginning one more time. still keeping the tempo relatively cool and calm, but really experiencing the contrast between different sections. Yes, that is our goal. Start at the beginning. Here we go. So, relatively mellow at the beginning. Yes? More energy. A little more mellow here. Six. Nice job. Back to mellower. 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 8. G section more exciting. Here's 65. Mike solo. 70. 1, 2, 3. Here's all the high G's again. Christy solo. Four, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 8, 2, 3, 4, 9, 2, 3, 4, 90, 2, 3, 4, 1. Low G's, you're back. 93, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 95, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 8, 900, 101, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 108, 9, 10. We're so loud, fortissimo. 12, loudest your ukulele can possibly be. 1, 14, 2, 3, 4, 15, 2, 3, 4, E. That was really, really nice. That was pretty good. Nice job, soloists. Big round of applause for Mike and Christy. It's going to feel more normal having a soloist play the more we do it, so that was pretty good. It's hard to keep that balance, and we did a pretty good job today. I really liked as well the contrast between the different mezzo, forte, forte kinds of things going on there. So that's something that I want you to remember. So, circle and highlight and, doodad your way through your music in whatever way you need to remember to do that again next time. Yes? Something else I would like to talk about before we move on from this song. So starting at the end of the solo, this is the K section, measure 93. We sort of have a bit of alternation in the group between mezzo, forte, and forte, right? The high G's and low G's are mezzo, forte in 93, then forte again in 95, then mezzo, forte again in 97, right? And it keeps on going like this for a while, but then eventually, right, 107 we're mezzo, forte, 109 we're forte, 111 we're fortissimo, and we're just loud, 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 loud to the end of the song. This is something, so these dynamics were a collaboration between John and I. And this was a section that I definitely remember writing, because what I was thinking about, do we know the song? It's a Barry Manilow song about magic. What's the Barry Manilow song about magic? I don't remember. Anyway, there's a Barry Manilow song where his goal was to, he starts quiet and mellow, and then he's like growing and growing, and it just never stops growing, right? It's just like, and you just keep reaching, and you think that he's the loudest he's ever going to be, and then he just reaches farther, then he reaches farther, and that's kind of the vibe I'm wanting to get here, right? Is that at the end of the solos, we're relatively mellow, and we're sort of reaching and reaching back, and reaching and reaching back, and then by the end of the song, we've just reached, and you think we can't go any further, but we go further anyway, right? And that's kind of the vibe that I'm wanting to get with the energy here, right? So that we're really present until the end of the song, right? And then we play this nice big E chord at the end, and it's like, huzzah, we're done, right? So it's a complete contrast from some of the other songs that we're doing that sort of decrescendo to the end, right? Sunrise, Sunset is one that has a big decrescendo at the end, and we're sort of loud somewhere in the middle, and then eventually we sort of float down like a leaf, right? This one is reaching as hard as we can until the end of the song, right? So that is my thought there. So maybe we should do that one more time before we move on, since we have some time. Let's start at 93, right? And I want you to really be paying attention to those dynamics, and especially starting at 107, right? We're mezzo, forte, and then we're reaching until the end, right? The dynamics are helping you to become really, really reached by the end of the song. Yes, so 93, here we go. But remember, that doesn't mean speed up, right? So don't speed up. Simply do it. Okay, 93. 1, 2, ready, go. 93, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 101, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're growing. 111, it's fortissimo. Just keep reaching, just the energy is so high. 114, 2, 3, 4, 115. Big. There we go. That was really great. That was good. Could we feel the energy growing there? Could we feel ourselves really destroying our ukulele strings? Yeah, we're all gonna break our. We'll finish the song with or the concert with this one. And I'll break our ukulele strings and go home and change them again. So anyway, that was great. I liked it a lot. You're playing beautifully. Pull out To the Morning. So To the Morning. I have some news about To the Morning, which is I've been hearing some feeling blech about To the Morning a little bit, and when we play it, it sounds a little bit blech. I've been gathering that from my various intel sources amongst the ensemble.
Supplies?
Yeah, I'm spying on you. So I'm thinking we're going to play this week, and I want you to really hammer practicing this one this week. Next week we're going to try it again, either first thing or after we've played our first song or something, and I want to just confirm that we're definitely doing this, because I really like it. I'm told that liking Dan Fogelberg made me a hippie, but I really like this song.
The dynamics will help.
Yeah, and I think maybe doing some dynamics will help us feel a little better at it. I really like it, and I really want to do it. But if you guys' hearts aren't in it, then the audience is going to know that, and I don't want us to
There's another sectional with it.
potentially. And so I'm thinking about different ways to do it. But yeah, we're gonna play it this week. Practice it really hard this week, so that next week we can give our best possible impression of it, and I can make a final decision. Yes. So let's try. This is one that we start very quiet. We start mellow, right? The high G's have the melody, so they're mezzo piano, but you're the loudest people in the room. Everybody else is piano. And remember, this one starts on beat 3 of measure 1. So you get 4 invisible beats from me. Mike plays on beat 1. Everybody else plays on beat 3. Yes? So let's try it. Be watching for the dynamics as best you can. This is one that stays pretty mellow throughout, but when you have some of the exciting stuff, like the baritones and low Gs in 27, right, you're up to mezzo forte to really emphasize some of the really exciting stuff in this song. Right? So let's try it. Starting at the beginning. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, little louder, high G's, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, low G's and baritones emphasize this thing, 23, 24, 25, 26, high G's, you're getting quieter, emphasis on this, low G's and baritones, do, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 34, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6. Low G's and baritones are the most important people around here right now. 9, 40. Beat 4, 2, 3, 4, 42. 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 44. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6. Quieting down just a little bit. 48, 2, 3, 4, 9, 2, 3, 4, 50, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 52. Emphasis on some of this, high G's. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-dum, bum, bum. 56, 7, 58, 59, 60. 1, 2, 3, 62. 3, 2, 3, 4, 64. 2, 3, 4, 65. Nice and loud here. 6, 2, 3, 4, 67. 2, 3, 4, 8. Mr. Bass Mike, we could have a little more of you here. quieter just a bit with the decrescendo. 78. One, two, three, four, two, two, three, four, three, two, three, four, four, two, three, four, five, two, three, four, six, two, three, four, seven, two, three, four, eight, two, three, four, 89, two, three, four, 90, two, three, four, 91, two, three, four, two. Getting a little quieter here, everyone. 7, 2, 3, 4, 8, 2, 3, 4, 9. 100. 101. 2, 2, quietly. So quiet. 106. Contrast in 109 because it's so loud there. 108, 2, 3, 4, 109, 2, 3, 4, 10, 2, 3, 4, 11, 2, 3, 4, 12. Remember, we have no retardando here. 19. Just quieting down a bit. 21. That's going pretty well. I know you guys don't believe me when I say that, but I think it's going pretty well, and I think a week of really practicing this one and really hammering it will help. So I think it might be smart to do a sectional thing. I'll decide on that this week. But I want you to spend most of your practice time this week on this song. And I mean all the other hard stuff, of course, but especially this one, because I really want this one to work out. I think it's really pretty. I think you guys are playing it well, and there are just a couple of spots that we need to work out some kinks. But I understand as well, if our hearts aren't in it, then we probably shouldn't do it. So practice it. I would like to try it again next week and make it work, because I like it. So, Mike. Yes, very good question. Where was it when I said that? It's all of that like moving stuff you have. I think I said it to you at like 72, 73, somewhere in there. But all of that moving stuff you have starting at 61 could stand to be a little bit louder. Yeah. But yeah, this is a great song, so keep practicing it. I want it to work out. Pull out Catch a Falling Star.
I think Mike carries that part.
Yeah, yes it does, yeah.
That's what I was trying to.
Yeah, and it's a great arrangement, so I like it a lot. And you're right, that Mike has an important job there. I have an exciting item on my stand. These are claves. You know that? Ooh. Right. Exciting thing. Ideally, Derek, if he is able to make it back to us for the concert, he would be playing this with the high G2s in your knocking section, right? But we might have you do it. I'm not sure. But for today, I'll play with you guys. So if you see me stop conducting so that I can play the claves, keep going. Yeah? So, I need to put my sticks away. Okay. So, we are just going to start our way at this. This is one that has a lot of moments where if we do the dynamics really well, it is going to sound nice. I'm looking at like 21 right now, right, where the high G 1s and 2s, you guys have a crescendo in 21 and 22, and then a decrescendo in 23 and 24, and then a crescendo in 25 and 26, and a decrescendo in 27 and 28. Right, so you're going up and you're going down. It's like a roller coaster, right? Whee! But low Gs and baritones have a kind of different thing going on, where in 22 and 23 they're crescendoing, and they're decrescendoing in 24 and 25, then going back up starting in 26, back down starting in 28, right? And so it's kind of this weird offset thing where there are sometimes moments where you guys are getting louder while they're getting quieter, and vice versa, right? So I really want you to be paying attention, right? Because especially, for example, right, in 23 is one where you guys are getting quieter, right? But these guys are still in the second half of their getting louder, right? So we sort of have two different things going on at once rather than one big ensemble thing, right? So it's going to be an interesting sound. So I really want you to be paying attention and almost being really dramatic, way too dramatic with your crescendos and decrescendos, right? Make them like 500% more than they normally are, yeah? Just so we can try to hear it. Oh, I think your phone's going off, Christy. Okay, so let's get started. And remember, we're all starting pretty quietly and in measure 4 because Mike's got some business to take care of in measures 1 through 4. Yeah, so let's do it. 1, 2, ready, go. 1. Here's measure 9. Just a bit louder in 13. 17. High G crescendo. Everyone else crescendo. High G crescendo. Everyone else decrescendo. Here's 25. High G crescendo. Everybody else decrescendo or crescendo. High G decrescendo. Here's 28. That sounded really cool. 29. We're swinging. 4, 2, 34, sorry, getting confused, 35, 6, 2, 3, 4, 37, nice and straight, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, up crescendo, oh, I think that was it. 3, 44, 45, 6, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. 55. 60. 2, 3, 4, 65. Nice and quiet. Wow, that was very nice. Lots of that was very, very good. Mike, I would like to talk to you about the last measure there. Your last note is on the end of beat 2 and not on beat 3. And so it's bow, bow. Right, yeah, just making sure. What you're doing, if you do that in the concert, is great. But just making sure. Okay, yeah, so that was really great. I think one thing I would maybe like to go over one more time. Measure 60, everyone. We're at sort of a mezzo forte regular volume kind of thing, and then we're decrescendoing. Everyone in the room is decrescendoing. And then 65, it's mezzo piano, kind of that last little, some of your parts say re, mi, day, right? It's sort of that last little like wisp of the rainy day before we're sort of, coming off, right? So make sure that is quiet enough to feel like we're sort of coming down and pulling down, right? But that was pretty good. I would like to do the whole darn thing again. And yeah, especially be paying attention to crescendos and stuff. They were good, but they could even be more dramatic than you just played them. So make them, we might not play it this way in the concert, but make them as crescendo-y as you can, right? From as quiet as you can to as loud as you can, and then back to as quiet as you can. Just so we really get a sense as they go. Yeah? So let's do it. You're right about needing a drink. All this talking I'm doing is making me thirsty. Okay, starting at the beginning. Here's 9. A little more. Nineteen. Really dramatic crescendo, high G's. Real dramatic, everybody else. Here's 30. Six. 38. 50. 3. 54. 7. 60. 'Nice and quiet. That was really great. I liked that a lot. I hope you found it helpful for your rhythmic stuff, G2s, to have me knocking up here with you. I could probably still use, careful with my phrasing, a few more people knocking in high G2. So if we've got a few low Gs or high Gs interested in swapping parts to be a high G2 guy, I would still like one or two more of you. So you're knocking along with me. Yeah. But that was great. I liked everything we're doing in that song. We're out of things I said. Are there any songs we haven't talked about dynamics in yet at all? I feel like I got all of them, but maybe I forgot one. I think we're good. I hope you've enjoyed my journey through our various dynamics. One that would be good for us to do is By the Light of the Silvery Moon, because this one's always worth the practice. So we're going to do that one next. Oh, sorry if I was like knocking your ears out, online people. I hope you. I saw the microphone peeking a bit when I was playing that, so I hope your ears are all right. Anyway, all right. By the Light of the Silvery Moon. Song from my great grandma's day. The recently 100 years old. Okay.
Are you saying you're 100s?
Yeah. This song's older than her. Yeah. If you know the Doris Day version, that came out a few years after the original, so you're not that old.
The original was 120 years ago, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Real old-timey ukulele tune. Yeah. So, we know historical music around these parts. Okay, remember, you're getting 4 beats from me. 1 beat, And then everyone who isn't ukulele 1 comes in on beat 2 of measure negative or measure 0. And then everybody else comes in measure 1. Right? So really be paying attention to what's going on here. Right? Let's try it. I'm in measure negative 1. Nobody should be going, well, I'm having fun conducting, so let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. 2. I'm stopping us one more time because I heard some C chords there. I don't want to hear any C chords on beat 1 of measure 0, right? I'm in measure negative 1. Here's negative 1, 2, 3, 4 measures. 0, 2, 3, 4 measure 1, 2, 3. I'm going to stop this one more time. That was good. I didn't hear anybody come in at the wrong time, but I'm going to do it one more time without saying it out loud. Let's try it. Just like that. 2, 3. I can hear lots of practicing that's happened. That was very nice. Measure 3. Six. was really good. Every time we play this song, it's very funny hearing more and more pockets pop up of people who can do the triplets and all the weird, hammer-ons and all the crazy stuff that Gary wrote into this. So that was really good. We also, in all of my shenanigans with the intro, I had intended us to go 20 beats per minute slower than that. And then we kind of didn't wind up doing that, and then you guys pushed me to the concert tempo, and then we played the rest of it at the concert tempo, and it was fine. Right? Which for March, whatever if it is, whatever day it is, right? Mario Day. Oh yeah, it's March 10th, Mario Day. Happy birthday, Mario, probably. For March 10th, right, having a song like this good at that speed is astounding. It is. Scientists didn't think it was possible, and yet here we are. Yeah, it's good. And it's one that, like, once you wrap your head around how the song goes, you're like, oh, yeah, I know what's going on here. So you should be so proud of yourselves. You guys are doing really, really great. And another 2 months of this, and it's going to be perfect. It's going to be amazing. So keep doing it. Next time we do it, we won't do it that fast. I will insist on us going slower. But know that you can play it that fast and have it sound good. So be proud of yourselves. I will see you next week. Remember, 2 weeks from now is string changing workshop. So get buying some strings if that's what you're going to do. But I'll see you next week. Thank you, online people. It was wonderful to see all you. I hope you're doing all right, staying well, enjoying the warm weather, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.